Hi, Glenn Phillips here for Beach Homes Realty and beach-homes.com. Today I'm going to talk to you about what beach home buyers should know about speculative sellers. You say, well, what's a speculative seller? Well, when homes are put on the market, both the beach and any other type of home, there are two types of sellers, the motivated and the speculative. The motivated typically has some time mechanism. They want to get the most money they can get in a time frame that matters to them. Think about just somebody, a small family with a home that's their one primary residence, and the jobs moved them across the country. They got to sell this house to afford the next one. That's a motivated seller. A speculative seller, though, can be very different. The speculative seller may not be in a hurry, and there's several signs of this. And if you're thinking about buying a beach home, you need to understand when you're dealing with a speculative one versus a motivated one, because you want to approach it differently, and your time and mindset need to be different to get a deal happen that you're both happy with. So let me tell you some things that you need to understand. The speculative seller may have listed it, but doesn't necessarily mean it's for sale in the same way. And there are going to be several signs of this. One of them is the speculative seller tends to overprice for what the current market conditions will bear. We can tell this because the home, there's a strong demand right now for homes, but if it sits for several weeks or even months, clearly it's overpriced for what the market will bear. And the speculative seller may be just fine with this. They need their number, whatever that may be, and they can wait because they're not motivated on a time frame. Therefore, that goes to my second point, is they can lack urgency. You know, a speculative seller may even tell their agent, hey, if I could get this number, I'd sell, or, you know, here's a number I need. If you can go get it, I'll be interested, and we'll talk about making a deal. But they're not like, we need to get this sold by the end of the season. They may lack an understanding of market conditions, and this may not even be deliberate. It could be just, you know, we're not all nuanced in how any type of market, financial market, real estate market, which is also financial work. You know, for instance, they may look and say, look, I see all these other beach homes like mine for sale at this price. I should price at that price. The fact that none of those have sold kind of gets lost in the nuance. You know, what did properties actually sell for? Not what other people, other speculative sellers are asking. Then you have a whole bunch of speculative sellers who are all just sitting on property that's not going anywhere. That doesn't help anybody. And it may not be intentional, but it could also be that they think that they heard about a home like theirs that sold during the COVID frenzy and think they can get that number if they wait just for the right magical buyer. And I say magical because you're looking for someone who's willing to overpay and give away money that they could spend less and get a comparable product if they'll just wait. Another thing that can happen when you're dealing with speculative sellers, to understand they may be emotionally driven. There could be some aspect of the decoration in the home, some remodeling that they did themselves, or they designed it and worked and really put their heart into it. And to them, that adds value to a house that buyers just may not care about. They don't have that emotional attachment, and so this becomes a difference in their pricing as well. They're speculative based on how they feel about the property, not what the market says they'll pay for it. I've even seen instances where the person that's speculative selling loves what they did that was very unusual for the house, and almost every buyer is going to tear it out. They actually see it as a negative value. And the last thing I want to mention about the speculative seller and working with them is, particularly if the product, the market has, the home set on the market for weeks and months, even if they're way above market price and got no offers, they may be frustrated by what they see as a low offer. They know they're speculative, but they can sometimes become emotionally charged about, well, I can't believe they lowballed me. And it may be a lowball, but it may also just be right at the right market condition. I would advise you, if you think you're dealing with a speculative seller, to recognize that, and you can change your strategy and your offer. Offer comparable market analysis with your offer instead of just a number. Create a sense of urgency about your offer where you really like, I'll pay this price in this time frame, but if not, I'm okay with that. That's great, I'll move on. Do these things, but understand and not get frustrated if they don't move quickly. You have to decide, is your patience worth it to get this property or not? And understand and don't get frustrated, and just know, are you dealing with a motivated seller or a speculative, and approach them differently. Experienced real estate agents that deal in this type of discretionary property like you find at the beach can help you through that negotiation and understand how to pitch your offer to get the transaction you want. And so I would encourage you can visit beach-homes.com, where we have agents, plus we have lots and lots of other agents that we work with across the country and help you navigate that. You can also see tens of thousands of properties listed by both motivated and speculative sellers right now at beach-homes.com. So be sure and visit. Find this plus helpful videos there, and I hope this has been helpful. Have a great day. For more information, be sure to check out beach-homes.com.